yeah, I know that now. But I thought we waited long enough. I figure I had a trigger opportunity or we'd never get out of Egypt. Where do you learn those kinds of lessons? What do I do now? Where do I go?
To school.
Welcome, freshman class, to Wilderness College in Midian.
Wilderness College? Where on earth is that?
On the backside of the desert. It's a 40-year college.
40 years?
Prepare to equip you for your ministry. Here you'll become adept in the skills of mosaic maturity.
You can major in the law.
With a minor in bookkeeping.
And do your graduate work in
executive leadership.
You'll become a whiz in archaeology with a special department for ancient maps.
And don't forget public relations.
I'd stick with the law.
It's a 10.
You may be who's gonna go where. Here, you'll learn how to get there.
And you'll learn you can never begin until the leader says when.
But until then, you'll have 40 years of sheep dip.
Sheep.
Yes, Moses, sheep. You have 3 semesters of special training. Lesson number 1. How to deal with men. Your workshop will take place out in the fields of tending sheep. Lesson number 2. How to deal with God. A special dialogue seminar, The Burning Bush. And lesson number 3. How God deals with you. A special seminar featuring a rod and serpent. The rod becomes a serpent, the serpent becomes a rod. You'll learn that you are nothing without the power of God. The rod becomes a serpent, the serpent becomes a rod. You'll learn that you are nothing without the power of God. I minored in poetry. Just can't help these little verses. Now, on your way. Here's your rod, your notebooks. On your way.
But Moses didn't get a bachelor's degree. He went to Midian, enrolled in Wilderness College, and sat down by a well. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters. They came to the well to draw water for their father's flocks. They filled their troughs with water, and then shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them.
And when they came to Jethro, their father, he said, "Oh, why have you come back so soon today?"
And Egyptians delivered us from the shepherds. They were vacant shepherds come to mock us.
A noble man appeared out of nowhere, and this bad boy's ran from him.
You tell me the sheep are lost?
No, that's the most wonderful part. This Egyptian delivered us.
He was a Hebrew.
How do you know?
He told me.
Oh, that's what you were whispering about behind the well.
We weren't whispering. I was just thanking him. The rest of you didn't even thank him.
Thank him for what?
For protecting us. And the sheep. From the shepherds.
They didn't look like shepherds.
Were they rustlers?
No, they just came to the well to mock us because we girls were tending the sheep.
I have no man to care for the flock. I should have gone with you.
I
Can you all speak at once? Now one at a time, please. What happened at the well? Elaborate. What happened?
Well, we went to the well to draw water so we could fill our troughs with water.
I understand that. Now, Belkia, what happened next?
Well, those hoodlum shepherds drove up on motorcycles, vroom, vroom, and drove our sheep away.
Motorcycles, huh? Katia, what happened then?
Well, we were so frightened. We didn't know what to do. I told those boys to be gentlemen and not fall to our sheep. But they just laughed at me.
What is this world coming to? Clowns on motorcycles. All right, Daydale, it's your turn. Tell me your part of the story.
Well, I started running after the sheep. Those sheep were scattering in every direction at once. Just as soon as I was getting a couple of them back to the flock, those shepherds were running farther away, and I needed to be furious. We lost our flock, so
The whole story, Daydale. Now it's Alina's turn. Speak up, child. Don't be shy.
Shy? I was the only one who stood up to those shepherds. I told them they were not gentlemen picking on a bunch of defenseless women. I shook my staff in their face and I tried to strike down their motorcycle. But a staff is no weapon for a motorcycle. It was terrible.
Did those ruffians do you any harm? I pray each day for God's protection. Tell me, Fagiona, were you hurt?
no. That is the most amazing part of the whole thing. One of those ruffians grabbed Elena's staff and broke it while the rest of them laughed. Ha, ha. By this time, we had backed up against the well. We didn't know what was going to happen next. It was very frightening for all of us. Boo-hoo.
Yes, then what happened? What was the porter? Tell me what happened.
All of a sudden, this handsome young man came out from behind the well, but he wasn't one of those that were bothering us. He was a Hebrew that had stopped to take a nap behind the well. Oh, he was very tall, and he looked like a giant to us and to those silly boys that were teasing us. His name was Moses, and he... Moses! His name was Moses, and he drove those ruffians away. He took care of them.
He even gathered the sheep in one flock.
You say his name is Moses? Moses? I don't know a Moses. Do you girls know his wife? Does he have any sons?
He doesn't have a wife. He's from Egypt, and I think he's looking for a job. He was really very nice.
And brave and so well-mannered. Well, I've never met a man so well-mannered. He was like a prince or a king or something. But he could also take care of those hoodlums.
And besides all that, he's very handsome.
Doesn't have a wife? Did you say doesn't have a wife?
That's right. No wife. That's what he said.
Well, where is this man?
We left him at the well.
Oh, what have I done that God would be so angry with me? Here I am, a poor widower living in the wilderness with 7 unmarried daughters in the wilderness. No church with the singles ministry. What have I done that God would be so angry that he should send me 7 daughters from A to Z and in the wilderness? And when a handsome man appears from behind a well, God sends me 7 daughters so dumb that they don't ask this bachelor to dinner.
Well, we didn't dream of doing that.
Oh, they didn't dream.
We didn't want to be pushy.
Now she's shy. All her life, she's laughing, making jokes, teasing her sister, driving me crazy. And now, faced with what might be a husband hidden behind a well, she's shy. A man is dropped into your lap by a suddenly considerate God, and you leave him at the well. Waiting at the well, no doubt, for the daughters of a man more fortunate than I.
We didn't mean to displease you, Father.
A man alone in the desert with 7 unmarried daughters is displeased already.
Poppy, he was such a gentleman, and we were so surprised that he was here for us. We didn't know how to act.
A little friendly invitation wouldn't have hurt. Well, go to him and ask him to supper.
What will he think of me running after him like that?
Take her through a thirsty sheep.
I'll take the fresh honey love baked this morning.
I'll take the figs are wrapped in date leaves. What will you take, sister? Sister?
Well, where did she go?
Perhaps she took the wisest gift of all. She took actions. Oh, God be praised. At least one daughter may take a husband.
And Moses was willing to dwell with the man, and he gave his daughter Zipporah to him.
And she gave birth to a son, and he named him Gershom, for he said, I have been a sojourner in a foreign land.
So Moses had 40 years of training in a foreign land on the backside of the desert, tending sheep.
Sheep. I thought I would lead my people from captivity. And here I am, with a flock of sheep. I'm glad to have the work, my wife and family, but I figured I'd be directing grateful Israelites by now, instead of leading a bunch of ungrateful, wayward, smelly sheep. Cold nights in the palace, wrapped warm inside my bed. I fantasize through childish eyes of heroes I had read. Inventing my own stories, I'd sacrifice my sleep. But never did I ever dream of heroes. Keeping sheep. Where did I go wrong? Oh, where did I go wrong? For all the seeds I've sown, what did I reap? For 40 years while I shed tears, my cries have fallen on deaf ears. Lord, surely you could mention your intention for keeping sheep. Cold nights in the pasture, but hot inside my head. Those memories just serve to tease what I've become instead. My dream hero is a nightmare. Just cast your eyes on me. Never did I ever dream of heroes. Keeping sheep. Where did I go wrong? Oh, where did I go wrong? For all the seeds I've sown, what did I reap? 40 years while I shed tears, my cries have fallen on deaf ears. Lord, surely you could mention your intention for keeping sheep. Back then I rarely doubted. I had faith as a lad. That child in me now sheepishly is feeling rather. Where did I go wrong? Oh, where did I go wrong? For all the seeds I've sown, what did I reap? 40 years while I shed tears, my cries have fallen on deaf ears. Lord, surely you could mention your intention for keeping sheep. But I have learned that God doesn't have to defend his ways. Time proves him wise and man foolish in his disobedience. If only I hadn't left the palace. If I'd known what kind of life I was choosing, I don't think I'd have been so insistent about going back to my people. Doesn't seem fair for God to chart a life by its errors. I didn't know any better. Oh, how I'd love to be somewhere where it's cool. Or maybe fishing in a red-bottom lake. Yeah, I'd give me a pole, sit underneath the green branch tree, catch me some gargle-eyed perch. Or maybe a mess of big cats. Yeah. Now that's living. But I was so sure I was called to something. Something greater than I could have known at the palace. I expected to be a hero. Maybe not a great hero, but a medium hero. A little hero. Oh, God, are you laughing at me? Wherever you dwell in the temples of the sky, are you laughing at me because I dared to believe I was your man, called to serve you, to lead your people out of Egypt? Did my ego speak and I thought it's your voice? I don't know. I thought I moved in obedience, but here it all seems so insignificant. Did I really care for your people, or was I bored with the fineries of court? Did I use the clamor of your will to hide the stammer of my own willfulness? I don't know. Sometimes, God, I get to thinking that you no longer care for me. And that's bad. But the worst part is, I wonder if I've ever really cared for you. And questions echo in the wilderness. Or maybe they're like desert lizards. They crisscross their own paths, trying to find a burrowing place. I grow afraid of my own thinking. What did I do wrong? Here, now, you can't leave the flock like that. You're late. What's the matter with you? Do you think you could find better grazing beyond me? And you, don't cause trouble in the flock like that. They'll follow you and get into real trouble. I'll tell you when we're ready to go, sheep. You hear me? I'll tell you when we're ready to move. Oh, God. God. What is this? Who is the sheep and who is the shepherd? Have I learned from my curly-haired charges? Well, now, teacher, flock, now it is time to move. You see, when I have your full attention, then we move forward. Never mind the comments. It is I who feel sheepish. Now, Bellwether, lead them on. That's good. Keep going. Oh, God. This is so far away from everything I've ever known. Forgive me if I wonder. If I've wondered. Here in this remote area on the backside of the desert, I wonder if you could find me. Even if you choose to find me. The opportunity could not find me here. Nothing here to mark my place. Sand scarcely remembers feet, much less imprints their path. Nothing here but a bunch of sheep who choose to graze among the tumbleweeds and bushes. Now there's a sight I've never seen before. A bush that reflects the light in such a way it looks as though it were a flame. I must go closer. No, it is not the magic of light playing hide and seek amid the branches. It truly burns. Some spark of sunlight captured in the drying thistles, and yet a marvelous sight. It burns with flame and still is not consumed. Oh, this is a wonder beyond my senses. A bush of flame that does not consume itself? Oh, to be a candle in the flat land of destiny that did so burn with tireless continuity. This is no fantasy ordered by nature. This is no less than a miracle of God. I must stop to see why this happening happens.
Moses! Moses!
Here I am.
Do not come here. Remove the sandals from your feet, for the place on which you are standing is holy ground. I am the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. I have seen the afflictions of my people in Egypt and have given heed to their cry. Now come, and I will send you to Pharaoh, and so that you may bring my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt.
But who am I that I should bring the sons of Israel out of Egypt?
Very good, Moses. You have learned you are inadequate to the task.
I will be with you, and this shall be a sign that it is I who have brought you out of the land of Egypt. You shall worship God at this mountain.
But when I go to the people and say, the God of your fathers has sent me to you, they may ask for your name. What shall I say?
Yahweh! Yahweh has sent you!
I believe you. But I don't think the people will believe me.
But I, the Lord, will send you.
I know that. And you know that. But the people don't know that. People are like sheep, Lord. They tend to hear only what they want to hear. Why? People will be so bent on their own ways that just like sheep, they'll destroy themselves, falling over a cliff or dropping into a pit. just because they don't want to go where the shepherd leads them. Nope, I don't think they'll follow me.
What is that in your hand?
Staff, just a staff. I use it while I'm tending sheep. It could be anything, really. A stethoscope, a baton, a wooden spoon. Open wide, here come airplanes. A 10-gallon hat. A flashlight. I can see you. A checkbook.
Never mind what it could be. What is that in your hand?
Staff.
Throw it down!
Oh, God! The serpent, look!
Stretch out your hand and grasp it by the tail. Go on. Do as I say.
Who, me? Grab the serpent by the tail? Not on your life.
Not on my life. Your life, Moses. You have no power other than in obedience to me. But through me, you, yes you, Moses, can do all things. Stretch out your hand.
It has become my rod again.
No, Moses, it is now the rod of God. Now go to my people, show them my signs upon you. Tell them.
I'm not the one to do that for you, God.
You are my messenger.
It's hard to explain this to you. You see, God, as a child, I was left in some bulrushes and felt I'd been rejected. Well, I mean, who wouldn't? Well, then, my mother took me back. And just as I began to feel secure at home, I was taken to the palace and treated as a member of the royal family. Now, that wasn't bad, but I began to wonder who I really was. I started getting depressed. I mean, really feeling worthless. Well, then, I left the palace, killed this Egyptian, thought I would leave my people in freedom. Everyone turned against me. It seemed that everything had happened just to learn my own worthlessness until now. No, God, I wouldn't be any use to you at all. I've got too many shortcomings.
Moses, I will be with you.
But that doesn't seem to be enough after I've had such a rough past.
That was then. This is now.
But I'm not any good at making speeches, God. I'm afraid I let you down. I'm not worthy. I'm so unworthy I can't even do the things you're asking me to do.
Telling you, not asking you.
Maybe if I got some encouragement, I could pull out this, God. But as it is now, I make such a mess of it. I don't think well on my feet. I tend to stammer a lot. Why? I went to the state finals in debate, didn't even place.
But I will teach you what to
But
say.
I get it all mixed up. Send someone else.
All right, Moses. All right.
You have pled an eloquence so eloquently, I will send another in your place. Your brother Aaron. He will speak to the people for you.
Moses, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good, Aaron.
Well, how are the wife and the kids?
Oh, they're fine. I need to talk to you, Aaron.
Good. Let's do lunch sometime next week.
Can't wait. It's about our people in Egypt. You see, God wants us to lead them out. We'd be a team, Aaron. I'll tell you what to say, and you speak my thoughts.
Now, I like that. Why, I was saying to Elisheba only this morning, Moses and I need to get together. Would you look at that sky? Isn't that one beautiful sight? Do you notice how the clouds kind of pick up the colors of the desert? That is a mutual inception of radiance. Neither the clouds nor the desert have any unique claim on one color. Most colors in nature are a reflection of a few base colors like blue. When we see bluebirds, we don't see blue. We see light, refracted, refracted, rejected, and remixed. We think we see blue, but what we see and what we think we see are completely different. I have been working on a project in desynthesizing the errors in our scene to make a great difference in the way we evaluate individual perception. The world needs development in this area. And although it costs more than this group can afford, I have encouraged them to go on, and knowledgeable people will support them. Moses, you are knowledgeable, a man of great perception, and immediately aware of the critical hyperbole and its generic impact on the contemporary images.
What have I done? I need you, Brother Aaron, to fulfill the plan of God. He's given you the gift of gab. All's I got's a rod. You know me, Brother Aaron. I'm timid through and through. And so you see, I desperately did it depend on you. I need you